Quite the little reunion in there.
Whoa!
Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You
Oh
got
my
promoted
god,
so fast
his
you barely
driving's
had time to
getting
learn the
worse and
names.
worse.
Let me fill you
Who
in.
programmed this
Mikowski's a
AI?
pushover.
And this dude
Galloway's
is
a
just
drunk.
chilling there. What,
learn a
he's not
thing or
even
two from both
moving.
of them.
Hey guys, Dennis Muckina here. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm continuing with more of my throwback playthrough of LA Noire, working on Vice Desk. Just got done with one of the more tedious missions, I guess you could say, with a lot of having to tail people and constantly being noticed whether I was on foot or in the car. Hopefully that changes here. I believe this is called the Naked City. There it is. Hey, I was right.
187
All
and
right.
5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
Okay. Yeah, morphine is a clue. Alright, exit that way. I knew that. Then to the right.
What's with that getup of yours anyway? I should start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worrying.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
You know what? If you're really that interested about what I wear, just give me a second here. Let's actually change this up, maybe. We're going with a sword of justice.
It's about time some of those
Because,
movie
you know,
people
that
went to
sounds
jail.
the coolest.
They think they're
So
untouchable.
we're gonna do that.
Seem distracted.
We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking. Second floor. Apartment 6. In the back.
Alright.
Thanks.
Apartment 6, here we go. Oh, what up?
Mikowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug? Or can we get on with it?
Relax, Rusty.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Got my keen eye for observation. Oh, hello there. How you doing? Oh.
Phelps?
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I took a look?
Be my guest.
Oh,
Take a closer look at her head and neck.
sure thing.
Her neck is bruised pretty badly.
I'm assuming that's not normal. Alright, let's take a look at those arms.
Bruising on the forearms, and these look like bite marks.
Very good.
Alright, so let's look at Lefty. No, oh. Ooh, we have a wedding
Very
ring.
unusual ring.
I could be wrong.
No
but
idea
it
why
looks
that
like
was
a
so
black
hard to say.
sapphire. eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her.
Jesus.
Put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
Alright, so he wants me to look out near the exits? Did I hear that correctly? Is there something over here? No?
Had
You
so
doing?
much fire,
Anything in...
so
Oh,
much
oh.
drive.
Yeah, this looks
I'm sorry.
literally like nothing.
Nothing significant.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna... I don't want to iron anything. Never ironed before in my life. Not gonna start now. Oh, rolling pin. And whatever the hell this is.
Case.
It's like a gigantic wooden fork. Can I pick up the rolling pin? Yeah, look at that rolling pin.
Junk.
It's not junk. Oh. There we go. Take a look.
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
Very attractive lady. Nothing on this one, but that gives me an indication that one of the other pictures, at the very least, has something. So,
There's been a modeling assignment.
all right. So further investigation, maybe this one is the one that has. Oh, here we go.
It's a place to start.
That's best start as any. All right. So let's look at door number 3. See if there's anything here.
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Definitely not. Seems pretty fancy. And nothing on this one. Okay, so it was only one out of the 3. So looking through, you don't have to look through all 3 of them, just look through the middle one. What we got in here? Excuse me, gentlemen. Oh, got some pills on the floor.
Looks like barbiturates.
It's over here. Ooh, what's that? Very nice.
Barbiturates.
More barbiturates,
What else
okay.
is rattling around in this thing?
Oh, excuse me, sir. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't see you there. So very sorry. Whoa. Is there something here?
Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
Okay, so looking for an older gentleman. Was he talking about like the entrance, you know, to the apartment, like downstairs? Is there anything that's giving me anything here? No. No. Whatever this is. Oh! Gave me something. Oh, hello! Can you, please? Sir? Can you... Focus? Focus! Come on! Oh my goodness. There we go.
Mal will be pleased.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across recently.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
Alright, so that one is really, really easy to miss. So, just be sure to when you... I'm not sure if you'd be able to do it beforehand, but if you can, first thing you pick up is this right here. Alright, so we're gonna head back upstairs. Oh! Oh, there was more! Excuse me!
We should speak to a doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
Wow, I almost missed that. Let's go to talking.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm
You
here
know, I
to
didn't
try and help
press to
Julia.
talk.
Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
Yeah, well, as long as you're honest with me.
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Yeah, clearly no more than normal. Fortunately, I do have some evidence. It's definitely one of the many pills that are just sort of lying around the house. Apartment.
What are you hiding?
I'm really
here,
terrible
Mrs.
at talking
Randall?
in this one.
Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So it's not that. So it's just, yeah, the sleeping pills.
She was taking barbiturates. She couldn't sleep. You must have seen them in her room.
You've seen the pill box, the things she hid in there. I don't know how she supported herself. Always new clothes and jewelry. She lived like a movie star. A princess. Does modeling really pay that well?
I've said this once before, and I'm going to say it again. Like, I literally just looked around the entire apartment. And it's like, oh, you saw that? When it was literally sitting on the bedside table. Like, of course I'm going to see that. Anybody passing by is going to see that. Oh, my goodness.
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Again, like... For one, look at her. Just look at her. She's not even making eye contact with me. I just searched the apartment. I know.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia had men stay here.
I will not speak ill of the dead. You can't prove that.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. That's Mr. Henderson's. An older man, very distinguished looking.
It's like, oh yeah, that. The thing that was just hanging there.
Where would we find him?
I'm sorry. I don't know. He said he lives in San Francisco.
Relationship with the victim.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
That gets me every time. Whenever he asks the question, the witness or whoever will respond however, and then it's just a close-up on Cole's face is like, really? Oh my goodness.
Mrs. Reynoldson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and
Oh,
screaming
it gets
at
me
you the
every
next.
time. Just look on the face is just like...
She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldson. You've been very helpful.
Yeah, thanks for lying to
One
me
of
and
the other
hiding
detectives
stuff
will
from
take
me. I
your
really
statement, and then you
appreciate
can
it.
go home.
I think our work is done here.
Oh, right. This is not the hallway. Here's the hallway.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
Yep, this is my show now. This is the Cole Phelps
You
show.
think Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm a Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
Oh, it's across the street, so you're gonna make me cross the street? Could you not? Sir, slow down. Sir? Sir! You're gonna have to slow down there, sir. You too! What is with these people? I'm a detective! You leave me alone, please? My goodness. No respect for authority. No respect.
You're behind the wheel.
Let's go
Do we know where we're going?
Dr. Stoneman's practice. You can hush. You can hush.
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there.
Whoa!
Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know?
Oh
got
my
promoted
god,
so fast
his
you barely
driving's
had time
getting
to learn the
worse and
names.
worse.
Let me fill you
Who
in.
programmed this
Mikowski's a
AI?
pushover.
And this dude
Galloway's
is
a
just
drunk.
chilling
You
there.
could
What?
learn a
He's not
thing or
even
two from both of
moving.
them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be
Not
any
even
better or
moving. I
worse
guess
at
we're
it
not
than me.
going
I
to the
noticed
practice
you said
then.
better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
They're all just chilling there. Oh my god. I love this game, but the AI. Oh, good lord. Any damage to the car? No? It's not gonna show anything. Oh man. Let's see. Oh. Here we are, 505.
Here, Stoneman, office 505.
Okay. So is there like an elevator we can use? Yep, sure is. Open up, please. That's a pretty small elevator.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Nice office. Or surrounding office.
Yes, sir. Your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Whoa. He just sort of slid right out of the way. Hello? Hi. Oh,
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatica. I'm just in pain here. Leave me alone.
Okay. I didn't even say anything to you, but you can go on being pissed at me for no reason.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
Well, she's kind of dead, so that really doesn't apply here.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Why? Why does everyone think I'm stupid?
Julia Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, Detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
No. But guess what I do have access to? Drum roll, please. It is the Benzodrine prescription. Ugh. It is the Benzodrine prescription.
Your prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know. She was jumped up on Benzodrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzodrine.
It's not illegal, Detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
Okay.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzodrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
What are you doing with your eyes? Why can't you... Why can't people just make eye contact?
Benzodrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
Thank you for being another person today who's lied to me. My goodness. You can go back in now. Yeah, you can go back in. You want to go back in? Go back in.
The old boy's lying.
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead.
That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
Sure is. Going to the dress store. This time I'm gonna drive, because apparently the AI can't drive.
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your
green
darkest
light,
secrets
please.
in a heartbeat.
Hello. There we go. Okay! Oh my goodness. He caused us an accident and I almost killed like 5 people. And we're on the money today as far as driving goes.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning.
Oh, buzzkill.
How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
What? You're actually telling the truth. Be still my heart.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
Yeah, that's a very odd thing to say.
That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
Okay. So, relationship with victim.
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
Again, she's actually telling the truth.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
And, Mr. Henderson.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Yeah, she legitimately has no idea who he is.
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Well, we actually had 2 people that is essentially the store of truth there. Let's see if it spreads out any further. Let's go call the police station.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
Or maybe not the police station. I don't know what I'm saying.
How can I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Apparently it is the
Please.
police station.
Thank you.
I was right.
Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
I am so good at this. I can tell the future. But first, before we go there, I do believe we have another place.
You know the way. You can drive.
Go to first.
Where are we
and
going?
It is the Hollywood Receiving Hospital, which is apparently the same place.
Nice move, not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
Okay.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 cigarettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening, Mal.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
What am I seeing here? Ooh, a harmonica.
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
Hey, I appreciated it, okay? Hello.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
Okay, something tells me you got some things to hide, so hopefully, we can get this over with as quickly as possible.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
Well, he's either has a really good poker face or he's telling the truth. Use some intuition. Ask the community. Oh. People seem to think that he's hiding something. So we're gonna go with that.
He's asking whether you banged her in a chuck-on-the-shoulder fraternity kind of way.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be polite.
Answer the question.
This will remain private. Heather won't have to know. Yes. We had relations.
Someone who is clearly embarrassed by it.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Yeah.
Henry, I don't like when people lie to me. She was seeing a man named Henderson. You know who I'm talking about.
Easy on, Detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
God, you're so full of it.
That's funny. Julia told her cleaning lady that he lived in San Francisco.
Okay, you got me. I don't know where he's from. Julia wanted money. She always wanted money. She thought she could get something from this guy.
She was wearing a distinctive engagement ring. You think she might have convinced him to buy it for her?
Maybe he did, yeah. Maybe he and Julia were getting serious.
Interesting.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
all these movements, and now he's looking away.
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
I'm telling you, it'll never stick and you'll get roasted.
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry.
The line doesn't
You've
stop.
been very helpful.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur.
Yay, more tailing!
Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
And I expect you to remember that all the way through without me ever repeating it. Ever.
He's in that car at the lights. Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive.
He was squirming like a
Should we
worm
wanna
in
talk?
there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Pardon me. I can't drive. Excuse me. Oh, hello, sir!
Damn it, we got pink. He's off, quick.
Oh my goodness.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
What is happening there? Oh my god, the driving in this game. Like, this is a good distance. As long as I can still see where he's going. Hi. Staying far back. He's turning.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
Whoa! Dude almost clipped me. Jeez. Where are we going? Let's go back here. Care about your red lights. Oh, perfect. Car in between us, so he definitely won't see us. It's good.
Careful, we'll get spotted at this distance.
To be fair, there was a car in between us a second ago. Just saying.
You got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
I'm just not going to obey any laws here. I'm sorry, I have a guy to tail. Hi. Oh! Oh! Okay. Looked like he was going faster than he was.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Oh, good. More tailing. Healing is always so much fun. Okay. No, I don't need to. This should be a distance to where I won't be seen. Of course, he's just gonna chill there. That's a different story. Which direction is he going? Excuse me, sir. Yeah, we're crossing here. Can you stop honking your horn, please? Thank you. Oh, he's over there. Oh. Oh! Hello. Oh! Oh. Made the wrong turn, I guess. Whew, okay.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
Okay.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket from Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
My God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over. The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
Ooh, interesting.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to Hollywood Station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, that is where we're going to go next.
A one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus two dames always equals problems.
Whoa, whoa. Come on, let's give him a hand.
Sure, why not?
Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Oh, okay.
Throw out the guns.
Really? Look, I shot him right in the chest.
There is some guy. Cover.
You're pretty crazy.
Stay down.
All right, so I guess he got the last one.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them.
They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. We nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
All right, so now we can go to the police station.
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be.
We caught up with Mal. He's given us the dope on LeBlanc.
He worked burglaries with a big guy. Goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And where's the burglary angle? There was no sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
Guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
It could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Maybe we should switch partners.
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
That's it?
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
All right, so that's our next stop.
So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Phelps, don't be so touchy. Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes. You're a Booneroo case man, Phelps. One of the best I've ever seen.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps.
I took it better for him. It's fine.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eastrom. How may I help you?
Hello, ma'am.
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Let's see what we got.
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
Yeah, I wish I could believe you, but look at your face and just.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestrom?
I literally just
Who
saw
do you
it.
think you are? Making heinous accusations in my own home.
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied? My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
Okay.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
Okay.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife.
Stoneman.
I returned home and all of my things
Where
were
I was
missing.
earlier.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eastrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You have only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives.
Hello, ma'am.
What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Great. Now I'm chauffeuring people around. Okay, so where exactly is the apartment? She's our dress shop. And Arnett's apartment, it's all the way... That is a long way from here. And with the magic of video editing, we are here. Due to some poor driving by other people and by me. I know there's a trophy that if you get here without...
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiancé really is.
Without hitting anybody, you get a trophy. Of course. I did not get that. Got randomly cut off, and then I was just so annoyed that I just drove as fast as I could here, and then I hit someone. So there's that.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
What's it to you?
I'm stumped. Ideas? LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry
Press
Arnett.
square.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
I shall take the lift.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
There is. Oh my.
Stop!
Don't kill him,
LAPD!
Cole. This guy's our case. Go on.
Put
get
your
out.
hands in the air! Give it up! LAPD!
Do you have any idea who I am? I'm Cole Phelps. There's no way you're getting away from me. Unless... Okay, here we go.
Don't make me chase you!
Oh, one of these. Lovely. No, you... No! What? Are you serious? It's right there! Oh my god, just go, man. Just go. That was awkward.
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming round, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry?
'Cause I'm currently not feeling too well. I have a bit of a headache because of you. Nice little ticket here.
You told Heather you're honeymooning without her? Vacheron Constantine. That's an extremely expensive watch, Henry.
A graduation present from my parents.
Uh-huh. Likely story. Okay, we're talking now.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Oh, you were such a liar. You're gonna lie in front of her.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, Detective?
You know how I can improve that. You know very well how I can prove that.
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties and find out where and when, and then have the guests burgled. Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Jeez, an absolute shock.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
Oh dear, oh dear. Sir, can you please just
You're lying,
stop?
Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
Why would you need to run? Gee, I don't know. How about this train ticket?
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night? That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry? Tell me it isn't true.
I had no choice. I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face. I had to pay Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
Sure are. Just totally confessed.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Well, I guess she isn't standing by you, now is she?
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Contraband list.
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. Do you want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about
Just
Julia.
saying there's no Henderson.
He could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove the good doctor almost insane.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
All right. Go on in there. I'll see you later. Looks like we have to go to the Stoneman practice. Didn't figure him for the guy who did it, but, you know. Surprises are always good in this game.
You can drive.
All right, where to?
Whoa! What was with the car
He only
door
robbed
off?
her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
I should have never told you that.
Time for the doctor to give us something to make this all better.
I know one receptionist is about to be out of a job. That would be you.
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
Very slick.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came.
Oh, yeah?
Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her? I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough.
Never is.
Never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
Sorry, miss. You're gonna need a new job.
Oh, the practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife, or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key.
Wow.
What have I done?
Oh!
Didn't see that coming.
I had a feeling when I saw him walking towards the window, I didn't want to believe it. But there he goes. Good lord.
Operator, give me R&I.
So calmly after seeing a guy just kill himself.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message.
Oh, yeah?
Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler.
Oh.
Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way.
All right, then. So...
We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up, then.
There, ma'am. There. Okay, gotta go. Bye.
That old boy really fell for that broad.
Wow.
She was incredibly beautiful, Roy.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
I thought that was a
way of making you pay for your pride.
joke that he just made
You're
because
quite the
he
romantic,
committed suicide.
Phelps.
Okay, I'm glad that wasn't what it was.
Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
Jeez.
Thank God I didn't park there.
Yeah, miss, you're gonna have to walk away, please. Thank you.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set
the
up a bracket.
harmonica!
We want the area closed off. We'll take this side of the street.
Okay. One here? Nope. Okay. Oh. Alright then.
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Oh. He was ready. More climbing. Love climbing. Especially when I can do it so well, apparently. If I get blindsided this time, that would be lovely. I'm hopefully going upstairs. I'm going the right way. More climbing? Are you serious?
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings.
How did you climb up here?
There he is. Wait, the son of a bitch.
Let's just fix this sign. There we go. That was good. Alright. Get that one. Yeah, get that one. That one. That one. Is I gonna fall on him? Do any of these fall on him? That'd be fantastic. Give my regards. I remember what I just did. That's awesome. Oh. That wrestler certainly got over, huh?
Spot for it up here, didn't you?
Yeah. Weren't expecting a bad wrestling joke in this one, did you?
Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
I'm gonna say were ya.
We had that impact on a lot of
Terrible. I'm terrible.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
They obviously aren't friends. 8 million stories. Alright, so there it is. $89 worth of vehicle damage, $10 worth of city damage. Good stuff. Julia Randall lived fast and died young, sending 1 man to jail and 3 to the morgue. 16 clues found, 16 questions answered correctly. That's 5 stars. And that'll do it for this case. If you have any sort of questions, as always, please leave in the comments below. But please like this video if you did find this helpful. Share this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Ring the notification bell to put out new videos every single day. And I will see you guys next time.